In today's world, where tempers flare quickly and people often act impulsively, how do you defend yourself when confronted with rudeness without losing your composure or your peace? Too many of us have been conditioned to believe that a sharp retort or a heated argument is the only way to win in these situations. But what if I told you that true strength lies not in reacting, but in responding with calm and control? What if you could rise above rudeness, not by fighting fire with fire, but by standing firm in your own inner peace? In this video, we're going to explore the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy and discover how ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca faced insults and provocations. They didn't retaliate with anger or defensiveness. Instead, they responded with unshakable calm, emotional intelligence, and profound self-awareness. If you're tired of letting rude people ruin your day, if you're frustrated by the way that others' negativity can disrupt your peace, then stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll have powerful, Stoic tools to defend yourself effortlessly against rudeness. You'll learn how to preserve your energy, protect your self-respect, and face life's challenges with dignity. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for more empowering content, and let's dive deep into how you can defend yourself without losing your peace, using the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. 1. Do not react, respond with reason. In our modern world, reaction has almost become a reflex. Someone insults you, and your heart races, your mind spins, and before you know it, your words are out, sharp and biting. It's a natural response to defend yourself, to protect your ego, and to set the record straight. But Stoicism teaches us that the true power lies not in reacting, but in choosing our response thoughtfully. The Stoics didn't believe in letting external events dictate our emotional state. They believed in training the mind to respond calmly, rationally, and with wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, understood this well. He wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The key here is understanding that no one can truly make you feel anything unless you allow him to. An insult is just words. It's your emotional response that gives it weight. When someone is rude or aggressive, they may be testing you, provoking you, trying to draw out a reaction. The moment you give in to that reaction, you've lost control. Instead, pause. Breathe. Don't respond in anger or frustration. Let the initial emotional reaction pass, and take a moment to reflect on the situation. Ask yourself, what can I do right now that will serve me and my peace? The Stoics would say that the only thing you can control in any situation is your own mind. The key is to not get lost in the drama, to avoid the trap of reacting in haste, and instead, to respond from a place of reason, self-control, and clarity. When you do this, you don't just preserve your peace, you gain a deeper level of strength that comes from being fully in control of your emotional state. 2. Let silence be your shield. When faced with rudeness, silence can be your most powerful weapon. It may seem counterintuitive. After all, don't we feel the need to defend ourselves, to speak up for our dignity, to correct someone who's wronged us? But Stoicism teaches us that silence is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's often the most powerful response. By remaining silent, you deny the provocateur the satisfaction of knowing they've rattled you. You refuse to engage with their negativity. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not he who reviles or strikes you who insults you, but your opinion that these things are insulting." In other words, It's not the words themselves that harm us, it's the meaning we attach to them. If we choose not to react, if we choose not to give these words any power, then they lose their sting. In the silence that follows, you allow your inner calm to speak louder than any verbal response. Silence is not about being passive. It's about maintaining your dignity and peace. It's an act of self-preservation. By not reacting to negativity, you are asserting control over your emotions. The person who insults you is likely looking for a response, some sort of confirmation that they've gotten under your skin. By remaining silent, you deny them that satisfaction, and in doing so, you protect your emotional energy. Remember, you are not required to engage with every provocation. Your peace is yours to protect, and silence is one of the most effective ways to defend it. 3. Understand that insults reveal the insulter. One of the most liberating ideas in Stoic philosophy is that other people's behavior says more about them than it does about you. When someone is rude or disrespectful, they are expressing their own internal struggles, frustrations, or insecurities, not something that reflects your worth. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you understand that an insult is not a reflection of your character, but rather of the insulter's state of mind, it becomes easier to detach emotionally and maintain your composure. Think about it. When someone lashes out at you, it's often because they are dealing with their own pain or frustration. Maybe they're feeling insecure, stressed, or overwhelmed. Their rude behavior is more about them than about you. When you realize this, it becomes much easier to avoid taking their words personally. You no longer feel the need to defend yourself because you understand that their words aren't a judgment on your worth, they are simply a projection of their own emotional state. This perspective allows you to respond with empathy rather than anger. You no longer see the rude person as an enemy, but as someone who is struggling. You don't need to engage in their negativity or defend yourself against their projections. Instead, you can choose to rise above it, maintain your peace, and move on without letting their words define you. 4. Protect your energy like it's sacred. Your energy is one of your most valuable resources. Every time you respond to rudeness with anger or frustration, you lose a piece of your energy. That's why it's so important to protect your energy from external forces. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control what others do or say, but we can control how we respond. Every time you engage with negativity, you're giving someone else a part of your peace. And over time, this can leave you drained, emotionally exhausted, and feeling disempowered. By choosing not to react, you are choosing to protect your energy. You are not allowing others to dictate your emotional state or drain your mental resources. Instead, you maintain control over your thoughts and feelings, refusing to let anyone else's behavior disturb your inner peace. Protecting your energy means setting boundaries, both with others and with yourself. It means refusing to engage with negativity when it arises and instead choosing to focus on what nourishes your spirit. When you choose to protect your energy, you are essentially making an investment in your own well-being. You are safeguarding your peace so that you can live from a place of strength and clarity. Your emotional resources are precious, and you must guard them fiercely. When you do, you become more resilient, more centered, and more capable of navigating life's challenges with grace. 5. Rise above, not with pride, but with principle. Stoicism teaches us that the ultimate defense against rudeness is not pride or superiority, but a deep commitment to living in accordance with virtue. It's easy to feel like we need to defend our pride or prove that we're right when someone insults us. But the Stoic path isn't about defending the ego. It's about living with integrity, humility, and wisdom. When you rise above rudeness, you are not engaging in a battle of egos. You are demonstrating strength by adhering to your principles. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflects, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This is not about getting even or proving a point. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard. It's about living by your values, regardless of how others behave. When you refuse to stoop to someone's level, you show them that you are grounded in something much deeper than the momentary conflict. You show them that you are guided by principle, not by petty emotions. Rising above means that you don't need to justify yourself. You don't need to prove that you're right. By simply living in alignment with your principles, you embody the qualities of wisdom, compassion, and strength. And in doing so, you remain untouchable. No insult, no provocation, can shake you because your strength is rooted in your inner character, not in external validation. The power of Stoic calm: take control of your peace. Now that you understand how the Stoic philosophy teaches us to defend our peace against rudeness, ask yourself, how will you respond the next time someone insults you? Will you react emotionally, or will you rise above with calm and grace? Remember, the Stoics believed that our true power lies in our ability to control our responses, not in how others behave. If you're ready to stop letting rude people affect your peace and to start living with unshakable calm, it's time to take action. Subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more Stoic wisdom and mindset tips, and start practicing these principles today. Your peace is yours to protect, and you have the power to remain calm, confident, and unshakable. Thank you for watching. Stay centered, stay resilient, and remember, the best defense is often the quiet strength of your inner calm.